What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 56 of the Lipstick Nerds podcast. I'm your host, Nikki Pettit, and joining me today, as kind of usual, we're getting into like a usual thing, Lauren Wilson.
What up?
Hey.
Peace out, homies.
All the way from Canada, Fiona McKinnon.
Hey.
Canada. Every time I say Canada, I can't help but think of Jeff Dunham with his stupid little hand puppet guy that's says Santa Ana, and he goes Santa Ana. Yeah. And I think of Canada, and I'm like, Canada. No, not funny.
Yeah, no. I hear it a lot.
And we've got a new special guest today, Erin Thatcher.
Hi.
Hey. One of our other Facebook admins on the Kind of Funny group. So we've invited her, and she's graciously accepted our invite to come hang out for an hour.
If only she knew.
So, Erin, you love books, right?
A little bit,
which we're going to get into a little bit later. So we're going to start the show. I brought you on to talk about books, so that's like our topic today is books. So if you don't read, then you probably don't want to listen. I don't read actually very much anymore. I should. So
yeah. There's the internet now. It's fine. The internet, you got the Netflix.
I read on the internet all the time. I read Twitter.
Twitter now might as well be a novel.
Right. So before we jump into book talk, we are going to go through what we usually do at the beginning of every show. We'll start with Lauren. So, Erin, you can see how we do it. Lauren, what have you been watching and playing and doing nerdy recently?
Okay. Well, I just finished Stranger Things 2. So that's officially done. Have you seen it?
Yes. Just finished it last week.
Yeah. I won't spoil or anything, but yeah, good show. Really liked it. I think it's just on par with season 1. Like, I don't think I have a preference on either season. It's also been a while since I watched season 1, but I remember liking it, so I like them both. Just got out Thor Ragnarok this morning. Nikki texted or tweeted about this. I was like, oh shit, yeah, we'll be good. And then that was super good. I really liked it. And then it's crazy how the movie theater was crowded this morning, and we tried to see it last night. It was sold out. And I was like, it's a week later. This is why I do this. So
when you say this morning, how early of a show did you watch?
10:30.
That's early. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love matinees.
Sold out too. Yeah.
Sold out?
Almost. Yeah, it's just like the front row. Like, we got like the 2 handicap seats that we just, like, me and my roommate, they're like, yeah, you can take it. I was like, okay. And because we're like, let's just go in the morning. No one goes in the morning. No, everyone went in the morning. So
was there a lot of kids?
There were quite a few kids.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Lesson learned. Wait 3 weeks for these good movies, I guess. Not 2 weeks. It's just with work, I don't want to be spoiled. Anyway. And then, but it was a good movie. And then as far as, that's really what I've been watching, I guess. That's popular.
So we were gonna go watch Thor, so I would be able to tell you, but Justice League comes out next week, and with the kid, I have to pick and choose if I'm actually gonna go to the theater. I would honestly pay twice as much to be able to watch it right now in my own house.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay anything for the movies. I got the movie pass, so it's the only reason why I go. But yeah, and I've been playing Mario Odyssey, so that's been good. Cooks Are Delicious too. Fiona was playing that on her stream the other night, and I was like, there's a second one. So,
wait, what is this?
It's a stupid cooking game.
No, wait, what was the name, though?
Oh, Cook, Serve, Delicious.
Oh, okay. For a split second, I thought I missed you saying Overcooked 2, and I was like, wait, back the fuck up. That game is my jam.
No, I bought Cook, Serve, Delicious, the first one, like a couple years ago. While I was at home in Kentucky. It was a Steam sale. It works on my Mac. It was like $3. I don't know. And I really liked it because I'm a sucker for those damn cooking games, Taco Master, all those games. So I saw Fiona playing the second one the other day and had no idea it came out. It came out in September. So I naturally bought it, and now I've been playing it. And it's just great.
It only on PC?
It's on PC and Mac. But yeah, it's on PC.
Oh, look, iPad port.
Oh, is there an iPad?
It says for the first one, yeah.
Yeah. So it's dumb fun, kind of. Don't fuck up your order. But yeah, I'm still getting used to it. It's a little different than the first one. there's a campaign which I like, or campaign-esque, which I like, but Fiona, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with my restaurant in general, but we'll have to talk about it. I don't understand, because the first one's all about you're a restaurant specifically and like creating your own foods or creating your own menu, I should say. But this one, there's like actual campaigns. I don't know why I'd ever do my own restaurant when I could just do the campaign ones, but we'll see. But yeah, Odyssey, trying to get into Hearthstone a little bit more because the expansion was just announced. But I get very nervous PvP. Like it's a lot to press the play button. But I really enjoy it when I play it, so I don't know, it's dumb. And Fiona and I have been playing PUBG, and I want to try Fortnite too. But on the PS4, because I tried it on PC and I don't like the controls.
Plus, got mad at me last week in chat with PUBG.
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 Oh, because you've never heard of it.
Because I didn't know what it was. I don't play that type of game. I don't know. I've just never heard of it. And they were like,
Living on a rock, clearly. Yeah. But yeah, that's me. I'll stop.
How are you enjoying Odyssey?
Odyssey's a lot of fun. I beat the story, so now I'm just in the, I guess, collection part of it. So it's fun. My roommates have played it more than me. I've got roommates that apparently like video games, so.
How long is the story? Because, okay, so
it's really not that long.
It's not? Okay.
No.
Because, like, Nintendo stuff is, like, not something that I play on the regular. Like, I'll play Zelda, but I've tried Breath of the Wild and I'm not loving it so far.
Gotcha.
And I really don't play Mario at all. I actually kind of hate Mario games besides the group games that you can play like on the Wii, just because they're not, I'm so bad at them. I'm really bad. Like, this
one's pretty easy.
So I've been playing it and I fucking love it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you can streamline it too. It's like not, you can finish. I had to streamline it. I'm like, I'll come back for the moons. I just want to get down the story so I unlock everything, or if there is anything to unlock kind of thing, and then I'll go back and start collecting. So that's kind of what I did. So
well, so like we went on a 2.5 hour road trip like last weekend or something, and G was like, well, do you want me to bring the Switch because you're not going to be driving? I am. And I'm like, yeah, sure. He's like, well, Mario's in it. Do you want that or Zelda? I'm like, Zelda's like,
Zelda's a lot.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, just leave Mario in there. It's fine. I'll see what it's like. Either way, I'll probably put one of them down and just get on my phone for the rest of the time. And I picked up Mario like 10 minutes into our trip, and I looked up. I'm like, oh my god, we're there. Like, I really liked it. It was really
it's a good game. I enjoy it too. Yeah, it's not too challenging, but it's fun just to sit down and play and collect a few moons here and there. And it's classic Mario, so
yeah,
they do good fan service with it.
Fiona.
Yay!
What have you been doing?
Well, I moderated for OK Beast this weekend.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah.
Cool. They like exceeded their goal, right?
They exceeded it by $1,200.
Nice. How much did they want? They only wanted like 1,000 or something.
They started at 500. And then they got to 1,000 and then hit 1,700 and I think 52.
Wow.
Last night. Yeah, so they hit all their extension goals. I briefly talked Alex Van Aken from eating his own feces.
Oh my god, wait. No. No,
they did it for 28 hours, didn't they?
Ooh. They had to, because when they hit 1,000, they said that they would stream for another
extra 4.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm good.
Yeah. Oh, they hit $17,071. Oh no, nice. Not 17,000. $1,771. 17,000. Holy shit.
17,000. Well, they did real good.
They did real good. I was playing games with them and moderating, and then I went to a hockey game last night. I started playing Last of Us for the very first time on Monday last week.
You've never played The Last of Us before?
No, I bought it because
actually
going back to Van Aken messaged me and he's just like, hey, we're playing live Last of Us for Extra Life when Kind of Funny did their Extra Life stream. And I said, oh, okay, I'll definitely purchase it. And he's like, what? And I'm like, don't even worry about it. I just bought it.
I don't know, man. That's one of those games that, like, it was so good. And even just seeing little clips of it before it came out, I knew I was going to play that. I just can't believe that people, like, haven't played it.
Oh yeah, like I keep on getting like, oh, you're so lucky that you get to play it for the first time. Like,
Yeah, you are.
I wish I could go back. And I'm like, oh my god, like it's the same thing over and over again. Like Blessing said, that's definitely a Last of Us like fan person saying that, just because of how great it is. So, but I kept on like watching the trailer for Last of Us 2 at work, like not the scary ass one where everyone was getting beaten up and everyone's getting ripped apart. I was watching the one where Ellie's singing. Like the one that they showed at E3.
And I got the short one. It's so good.
I got goosebumps. I remember when I watched E3 this year because I booked E3 week off. I was watching it and I even got goosebumps, and I've never played it before. So I was just like, okay, I have to buy it anyway. I missed it for the Halloween sale, which was half price. So I'm like, this is what I get for not buying it.
But it's so good. It's one of those games that like I would buy again.
Yeah, it's so good. I stopped playing Resident Evil 7.
Yep.
Too scary. Wait, VR? You were doing it VR, right? Oh, lovely.
I played in VR. It took me 40 minutes to walk in the house because I kept on saying.
I just remember, like, yeah, nope.
I was just like, nope. I like walked, like I'd walk like to near the house, and I'm like, this bitch ain't worth it. I'd like run back to the car. I couldn't get back in the car, obviously. It's just like
she's like, I'm turning around. I'm driving home. That's an option in the game, right?
Like, is it? And then I'm like, I was just like, this girl isn't worth it. Like, if I found out that my boyfriend was stuck in a crazy house, and then like the only way to get in was to see this ritualistic deer carcass being ripped in half and then like hung above like this area that you could walk through, I'd be like, no. Love him, but I can't. And
you know what? You should be strong enough to get yourself out of that situation. So I didn't sign up for this.
Exactly.
So those were not in my vows.
And then it was just like last Monday, I was just like, you know what? Like, I wasn't feeling it anymore, so I started playing Last of Us. I think what I'll do is I'll make that a stretch goal for my extra life, is to go back to that game in VR.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the scary game too for a stretch goal. I've never played like any scary game, like ever.
Really?
I don't. Nope.
Did you even play Until Dawn?
I played Until Dawn. That's okay. Different.
Oh
it's
yeah,
scary though.
I want to go back
but
and
it's like I played Outlast. Like I feel like that's a classic scary game I should play. So I feel like I should do
Outlast.
Yeah.
Just play Outlast 2.
It's
Outlast 2.
Yeah.
It was scary until I got like 6 people in a room and we were all kind of trading off on the controllers. Every time we'd get to like a new area or whatever, we would trade off. And then it just started getting funny because like the guy would chase after us and we're screaming, trying to get to another room, and everyone's like, go, go, go. And we're all just like, it was more funny than scary at that moment. No, this was Outlast.
Oh, Outlast.
Yeah, we were playing it last year, I think, sometime. I don't think it was for Extra Life, but yeah, I had never played it, and I've always wanted to. So yeah, it was scary when it was just G and I, and then we had a few friends come over, and then it wasn't scary anymore. Yeah. So
yeah, I make fun of Fee of how she plays scary games, but I've never played a scary game, and I would probably be the same exact way. I'd probably be like, because I jump really easily, so I feel like I have no desire to play any Evil Within. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do anything.
Oh, I do.
I
have all the desire. I just don't have the time or the energy. So
yeah.
So I figure that'd be good. Yeah, midnight game or something.
Yeah, no. I just started watching Family Guy and American Dad. I know a lot of people are not fans of it, but they just released the newest seasons on Netflix. So I was like, like it's something.
Have you seen BoJack Horseman?
Oh yeah, I watched all the seasons.
Yeah, I benched that like last month. It was so good.
It's so good.
I love American Dad and Family Guy. I mean, they're not something that I like. I'll sit down and watch the entire season religiously, but like if it's on in the background or like we're bored and we just need something on while we're eating or something like a change. I love Family Guy. It's got good humor.
Yeah, I like Family Guy.
It's stupid. It is so stupid, but it's such good humor.
Yeah, that's what we use King of the Hill for.
King of the Hill, yeah. I see it. That was one that like never caught my eye. But South Park,
it's so close to what it's really like living in Texas in this area.
You're like, no, it's super accurate.
Yeah, pretty much.
Might as well be a documentary.
Oh my goodness. Oh man.
Anything else, Fee?
Oh God, I don't know. I'm trying to talk my boyfriend into watching not Last of Us, Stranger Things, because I was just like, oh, if you're gonna watch it, because he mentioned he wanted to start watching it. But now I'm realizing it's hard enough trying to get him to watch The Office. So
come on, man.
Well, he at least is like the maximum he'll watch is 3 episodes, and then he'll and I'm like, oh my god! Like we started watching The Office, I think in June, and I think we're on season 4, and I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, I watched the entire season series myself while watching it with him, and I'm like, ugh, I don't complain, I love that episode, but
I will rewatch it as slow as you want to watch it, but it can be watched faster.
Oh yeah,
they're only 20 minutes each. Come on.
I know, so I have to start watching Stranger Things probably by myself, because if we're at this rate, we'll probably get to next October when
we'll pick a show and that's it. That's what we watch for now. We did Mindhunters and that was really good, and we finished it in a week and 2 weekends, and then if we were to do The Office or something like that, Stranger Things we just did too, and it was 2 weekends. So
yeah, that's essentially my roommates and her boyfriend. They were watching Stranger Things, and so they're like, you need to watch it too. So we all hung out, and they fucking would bench it, and it'd be 5 episodes later, 1 a.m. and we have work in the morning, and I'm just over here trying not to fall asleep. I was like, and they're like, yeah, you want more? I'm like, no.
We binged Dexter so hard one time. We were at the very end, the last 3 episodes of some season, and it was 10 o'clock at night. We're like, whatever, we'll just finish them. And the cliffhanger of the season was so good that at 1 a.m. we're like, no, it's cool. We'll start the next season. We watched that entire next season, and it was 6 o'clock in the morning, and we're like, we need to sleep. It was before we had a kid. It was before we had I didn't have a job on the weekend. I don't think I had to go to work until Sunday or something. And so we had watched it Friday night. I got home from work on Friday, didn't have work on Saturday, and was able to just sleep all day. And so we watched a season and a half of it. That was exhausting. See, can I do that for Extra Life? Can I just binge watch something all night? I'm okay with that.
As long as you don't get flagged by Twitch,
right? As long as it's just a reaction of me watching it, then that's
right.
just
watch me watch.
You're just watching somebody lay on a couch, and every 20 minutes, just go. You watch them get up and take a bathroom break, and come back, go get a sandwich, come back.
Ask chat what snack to get.
Yeah.
Do a little watch on.
All right, guys, give me tips, and whoever has the highest tip gets to choose what I get delivered to eat.
You can pay for it,
right?
Oh my god!
Donate too.
Yeah, donate too. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
That's good.
All right. Anything else, Fee, that we missed?
I played PUBG with Lauren and Blessing. That's about it.
Get
and
my name?
Huh?
Nothing. So it doesn't matter anymore.
PUBG. We'll play Fortnite later on. And I would start playing Miles Edgeworth, which is essentially a branch off of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. And it's probably one of my favorite series of all time. And I freaked out because they announced that they're coming out with a game for the Switch. And if you don't know what it is, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney is essentially you get to play an attorney and you have to try to convict people, and it's super fun. And you have to you have a person who is charged for murder, and you're trying to say why they're not. So yeah, it's really silly. It's over the top silly, but it's so good.
I've never played them.
Oh, it's so much fun. They were on the 3D DS and then the 3DS, and now they're coming to the Switch. Yes.
Well, yeah, maybe they're on the Switch. I'll try it just for you.
Yes. Alienation. We haven't played Alienation in a while. We'll talk about that later, Echo.
What is? Oh my god.
Yeah, he's in YouTube chat saying,
gotcha.
What about Alienation?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I think that's about it. I haven't done too much else. I've just been doing Extra Life stuff and working and playing video games.
Very tired.
Essentially, yeah. Very much so. What has Erin been doing?
Yes. Tell us all about it.
Erin's still trying to pack from moving.
Same. What up?
Oh, it's awful. But haven't really played anything. Oh, if mobile games count, I started playing that South Park Phone Destroyer game. It's almost a battle game.
Yeah.
But it's pretty fun. I like it. And then we got the Project Scorpio Xbox One X.
Jesus, nice.
Yes,
Nice.
we already got the 4K TV. So
I was gonna say, do you have the 4K? Yeah.
yeah, we've been watching. I watched him play Assassin's Creed Origins, and it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome. I do not need a 4K TV. Never mind. I don't need it.
Yeah, it definitely. I didn't realize it makes such a difference till you actually see it.
Yeah, that's true.
We
That's
just
true.
bought a new TV.
It's
It's on its
Like
way.
4K.
Yeah, it's 4K. I saw it on the
It's
IGN
nice.
deals, and like, so G broke our TV about a year and a half ago. He took it to class. We've had this TV since for 10 years now, since we moved in together. And he took it to class with him for a project because he brought his PlayStation and was going to play the Witness for them. And he got there and it wouldn't turn on, and then something must have broke in there. So we haven't
Good
had a
job,
TV
dude.
in the bedroom for a while. And then this one was on sale, and it's bigger than the one we have in the living room. So he was like, well, I'm going to buy it. And
Yeah, I bought my TV 3 years ago, 65 inches, 1080p. And I bought it so big so I would never want another TV until it died. This 4K stuff is popping up. No, I don't need it.
I don't know if I
need
can do
it.
65. I don't think 65 would fit in our entertainment system because we have it's got cabinets up top and on the bottom, so it has to fit in between that. So we got a 55. Yeah, 55.
That's good. But
Yeah, ours is
65,
55.
perfect. I don't need it any bigger.
Yeah.
No more. Oh my gosh.
What else?
Whew, I work, I unpack, and that's about it.
No recent games in the last month? You're not on all the time. You have a lot of backlog you can tell us about.
That's true. I do. I did Dragon Age again. Didn't need to do that. Destiny. Played Destiny for a little bit. We haven't been on Destiny here recently just because there hasn't been much to do with it.
I know, that's how that game always goes.
Yeah. We did just finish Stranger Things the other night.
Nice.
It's the second one, so that was nice. I need to start American Gods next is my next goal.
I've not even heard of that.
American Gods.
It's
I've
based
heard of
off a
it.
book.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
It's human, but I've heard it's really good, pretty good adaptation of the book. It's not exactly, but what they do with it's really good. So I'm excited to watch it because I haven't gotten to it.
I'll look into it. Have
Nice.
to look into it.
'Cause it's about a guy who's he was in prison for something and he finds out his wife dies. He gets out, meets a guy. It's kind of like a con man. His name's Mr. Wednesday. And it turns out he's Odin. And so he's kind of helping Odin interfere with all these other gods because now there's new gods in America, like media and things that we kind of base our society off of now. So it kind of the old gods versus the new gods.
Oh yeah. That's cool.
Nice.
I just saw Odin and Thor Ragnarok, so he's really getting around. I see.
He's very popular these days.
Yeah. Interesting. Oh my gosh.
Okay. So last time we podcasted, we talked about Beautiful Boyfriend, right?
Yes.
I downloaded it and I tried it. It was awful. It was so
Is that
awful.
the one with the pigeons?
Yes.
Oh God.
It was free, and so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. It's free on PS Plus this month. And
Yeah, okay, I think I have it somehow. And I'm like, what the fuck?
it's so terrible. I'm only an hour in, but I hate games like this because it's literally just press X again and again and again.
Yeah,
It's reading of a Vita game.
Like dad dating simulator, whatever. Dream
Yeah.
dating.
So whatever. I gave it a try. Not my thing. I got more gaming in this last week than I have in a long time. So I've been playing Odyssey,
Mhm.
and I'm just got to the part where I'm on top of the city.
Okay, yeah. New Donk City.
Yeah. And it was raining, and then I beat that level, and so now it's all sunny and shiny, and all the people are walking around.
Nice.
Yeah. So I got to that one, and then I probably got 3 hours, 2.5, 3 hours of Horizon in this weekend, which is good.
I still need to beat that freaking game.
Every time
That's
I
me.
stop playing and go back into it, I forget how to play it.
Yes, that I dropped down to easy because I just want to get it done. I'm so annoyed.
I've been on easy.
Yeah.
But I forget.
I always
forget
play
the
easy.
controls. Like I still don't know how to use the traps and all that kind of stuff because I learned and then I stopped playing it for 2 months and now I just don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I dropped down to easy because the monsters were too hard. Like, because I didn't know the controls. I was like, I just want to whack them with my stick.
Yeah, I just want to go
And
around
so I
bashing
essentially
people.
did that. Yeah, I essentially just started melee and everything. Like, just die. You're on easy. Surely you can just die with it. Come on. Yeah, still haven't beaten it though.
My strategy is to shoot them and then run away and hide.
Yes, until they realize that they're like looking around for you, and
Yeah.
then once it dies
Exactly.
down, their life is still, you know, you can go
Yeah.
back and hit them again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
That's what I used to do.
It's a long
long
process.
end game.
Go beat up somebody halfway and then hide until they're. Oh yeah, I didn't get beat up. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had some of our friends over and we played Hidden Agenda the other night.
Oh, cool. Was
That
it
was
fun?
fun. It was fun to play
Okay.
together. It wasn't a great game. Like I was expecting more.
Gotcha.
I shouldn't have.
Is that on
Um,
PS? Well, how do you play that?
So it's on the PlayStation 4, and then you all connect to like a lobby, like how you
Is
play
it free?
Jackbox. No, the game's not free. I mean, you have to buy the
Got
game,
it.
but through your phones, the app on your phone that you play with is free.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So we all had the app downloaded. I think you can play with like 2 to 8 people or something like that, and there was four of us. And we actually had somebody that got there late, and we were like, okay, if there's ever a tiebreaker, you get to choose what we have to choose. You know.
Okay.
So one of us would have to move over to the majority side. So that was fun. I mean, it was a good like 2-hour game. Like invite some friends over, sit around, play that, and then that's done.
Mhm.
We played some Jackbox. I think that was it. That's all I've been playing. I think so.
I need to get back into South Park actually too.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're taking a break
Odyssey
from
came
that.
out, so.
Oh, I did finish Stick of Truth a couple weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
I loved it. I thought it was really fun. I'm glad
Yeah,
that
I
Jew was
played
like,
as a
let's play it. A Jew.
He has a great super.
Yeah. I really am enjoying the second one. Odyssey came out, so I just kind of put it on the back burner. I'll get back to it, and here I am. Still haven't played it.
Still haven't played finished Tales from the Borderlands. So
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I can't finish it. Whatever.
Yeah, those games, I just kind of power through them. Easy plan.
What have we watched? So we finished Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
I started watching Beyond Stranger Things.
Oh, what is
Every-
that? I don't
Beyond
know.
Stranger Things. It's kind of like all the actors sit around a table and they talk about the season and recording stuff.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I am rewatching Will and Grace because that's fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's my friends right now. So like,
Okay.
I've seen it when I was a kid, but I just need something in the background to like not pay attention to.
Are you watching the new season too?
No, because when I was younger and I would watch it, I didn't like get it. You know, like my mom
Yeah.
would watch it and I'd be in the room while she's watching it. So
Mhm.
I'm rewatching it to know everything that's happened.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at my Hulu and see what else I've watched.
I'm
I love
watching
Grey's
This Is
Anatomy, and
Us,
that's out right now.
too.
Oh, This Is Us is so good.
Yeah.
So good. It literally
Cry
makes me
every
tear up
episode.
every episode.
I know. I'm like,
Like,
I think at one, it's like, oh, damn it. You just had
And
it in the note.
it's not like sad stuff either. It's like,
It's
well,
just,
that
yeah.
was beautiful. Like that
Yeah.
speech or that thing that they said was so nice, or like
I
they
know.
were so just compassionate. They're not like, oh God, somebody died. Tears.
No, yeah, no, not at all. It's just like very like in the moment, like just real world shit, I guess.
Yeah, it's such
It's too close to home all the time. Like that kind of thing.
I love it. It's so good, and I'm really excited to see Bad Moms because Kevin
Yes.
is in Bad Moms.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I just saw Bad Moms 1
I
this
love
weekend because I want to watch the second one.
yeah. So Kevin's in the second one, and
Oh, that's awesome.
the only thing that I saw, I didn't even hear the words on it. I just saw him lying on like a massage table or a wax table. I'm assuming he was butt naked and he had his legs up, like. And I think that one of the girls was like waxing his butt, but I can't be
Nice.
sure. Let's
It's amazing.
see.
That'll be next weekend's movie.
I think I watched Moana for like the 45th time.
Still haven't seen that one.
I haven't either.
It's really good. The first time I watched it, I was like, no, this is fine. And then it's Quinn's favorite movie. Like, literally, it's mesmerizing. I needed to blow dry my hair the other day, and I didn't want her climbing around in the bathroom. So I turned Moana on, and I can see her from the bathroom, and she just stares. And I looked out, and I'm like, are you doing okay, boo-boo? And she's like, yeah. And then she goes back. Like, I can just see her. She's like, Mom, I'm watching Moana. Like, leave me to my business. She loves it.
That's cute.
So we finished Mindhunter. We finished. Oh, I'm kind of bouncing between American Vandal and House of Cards right now because I don't know. I heard American Vandal was so good and it's funny while I'm watching it, but I never think to like go back and turn it back on.
Yeah.
And then House of Cards, I just need to finish before they take it off of Netflix because of Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, I think I stopped after season 3 of watching.
Like, it's okay, but they just had the best like twist happen, and so now I'm intrigued. But
No, it's a great show, but yeah, now I don't know if I can watch it without like
it's slow.
thinking about
What
things.
season are you on, Nikki?
5?
Okay, so you're way like I only got to season 3, so I'm way behind.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah,
I'm
same.
definitely farther than that. It's I think whatever. I don't know. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, they just had this like thing happen, and I was like, "Damn, that was good."
Too bad it
Yeah,
won't
yeah.
continue.
I know, right? Well, it might continue just with one less character.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
the
the
main
big-
one?
The main character. Oh my god.
I'm like, I wonder how they're gonna get rid of him. I'm really interested to see that.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Just to see how that whole thing plays out.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So, since that's what we've been doing, let's jump into the topic of today's show, which, since we have our special guest that loves books, books are our topic.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of like book-related questions to ask, and I'm like, I don't know how you interview someone about books. But, so, Erin, you run a Bookstagram, right?
Yes.
Okay, so tell us what a Bookstagram is. What do you do on it?
Bookstagram is basically it's an Instagram account, but it's all every post is usually associated with books. So a lot of people run these, and so they either do what they're currently reading, or they'll do. Some people set up like monthly challenges, so each day has a theme, and they'll do a picture according to that theme. And I got into it through I get a subscription box called Owlcrate, and found out about them through there. And so it's a big community of people, and like they all kind of follow each other and do pictures, and then sometimes authors will catch wind of if you have their book on there, and they'll repost your stuff.
Nice.
So
Wow.
Do you like do reviews? Like after you've read a book, you like take a picture of the book and then do reviews, or just like your
sometimes
impressions, or
do super in-depth reviews. I'll say about what I liked about it so far, things like that. Other people will do big reviews because people will do giveaways, and sometimes they'll end up doing like representative searches for different companies. We'll go through them too.
Oh, cool.
So
Let's see. What's your Bookstagram called?
okay, it's literary.lunacy.
Ooh, cool.
oh yeah, I remember that when you posted it in chat. That was cute.
Because I couldn't remember the name
remember.
for like a full day.
That's
Not think of
funny.
the word, but I got it. But yeah, it's fun. I try and post at least once a week on it, something related. But moving here recently, my
Yeah.
books are on the shelf. They're just not organized, and I got to do that.
Yeah.
I totally get it. That's pretty
So-
cool, though.
I mean, you game. We know you game, but you also work a crazy full-time job. You're like at work all the time. Every time we talk, you're at work. I swear. How much do you read a week? Like, how do you make time first to like read, and then how much do you read?
Here lately it's been kind of slow, but usually I can average a couple books a month.
What the?
And depends on
I know, right?
because sometimes if work's slow, I can get away with reading a little bit at work after hours as long as nothing's going on. I'll read before bed sometimes, and if I'm waiting somewhere, I've always got a book in my purse. So
Oh my
okay,
gosh.
Rory.
Yeah. I always want to read like at night, but I'm so tired by the time I get to bed. I'm just I could read for like maybe 15 minutes, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I have to pick my extracurricular activity. Like today, am I going to watch an episode of this, or am I going to play 20 minutes of this game, or I could read maybe.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I got excited because over here I'm gonna have a bedside lamp, so I was like, oh, I can read in bed.
Oh my god.
the things adults are excited about.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's funny.
That's pretty good.
So, yeah,
So
yeah, I try and fit it in when I can.
nice. So I thought up a few little topics that we can go over that all of us can answer. So,
Yeah.
what is everyone's favorite book?
Harry Potter.
Me too.
Done.
But which one? That's like a favorite series.
I really like
Yeah.
it was the fourth one, and then the seventh one came out. I really like the seventh one. I like being out of the school and just real world stuff. I haven't read the series or the seventh book since it first came out in 2007. So
we're super excited to introduce Quinn to it, and I'm like, when can we start reading these to her? Is she old enough now? And we're like, no, she's not old enough now.
no, it's always the same thing. I want to reread them. Then I'm like, well, that's time. I got to read. And
Yep.
I get tired. So I never have managed to. I've reread the first one like a million times. So I always start it. And I'm like, oh, well.
The last one always gets shafted because it's
Yeah.
like you never have enough time, or like you always get to the end and you're like, well, I'm burnt out on this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need to start just like starting at like book 3 or something. I've read the first 2 plenty. I'm like, okay, just move on to.
So I have to agree with Amy Gilroy in chat. The third is my favorite. Like it's just far enough into the series to where like he knows what he's doing magic wise, kind of like
Mhm.
it's enough school and it's enough extracurricular going on. And they introduced Sirius Black, and I loved him as a character.
Yeah.
And I love Gary Oldman as an actor anyway. So in the movies, the third was like my favorite too. But yeah, that's my favorite book, I think.
I know. I feel very bad. I feel like for being such a Harry Potter fan, I'm like losing my forgetting about so much shit. And I'm like, I need to reread desperately.
I'm a big fan. I'm just not as a dedicated fan as everyone else.
Well, like in middle school, I listened to all the Harry Potter podcasts. That's like what got me into podcasts. So it's just been.
I didn't even know they had Harry Potter podcasts.
What the?
Oh, yeah.
fuck?
There's a Harry Potter.
I was gonna say that's what got me on Twitter, like because the podcast.
There's got to be a Harry Potter everything because it's so
in
popular.
2008 or whatever. It was like, yeah, follow us on Twitter. I'm like, what the fuck's Twitter? I want to follow these nerds, and like, here I am.
God. There is Wizard Pop, which is essentially
Yes,
about
the best. Yeah, Harry the Potters. Oh man, Jake and the Malfoys. Yeah, Dumbledore. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, Wizard Pop. There used to be like a subscription that like sent you new Wizard Pop CDs like once a month,
Wow.
and it was amazing.
I did a subscription box that sent me all Harry Potter themed things, but I only did it once.
Did you do the
Until-
Loot Crate one, the Wizarding World?
No, it was like its own Harry Potter one, and like I got like a mirror that has like something on. I don't know. I got like a few different pieces of jewelry and things that are like Harry Potter themed, like a charm bracelet that has a whole bunch of like Horcruxes on it and like the house sigils and stuff like that. It's really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Loot Crate's got one that's the Wizarding World. It's like a bi-monthly one, and I did
Nice.
2 of those. They're kind of expensive. It's like $50 for each one.
Ooh.
But I got like they customize it by your house, so you pick your house.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
I
though.
do Raven. I always do Ravenclaw. Like I even have my phone case, his Ravenclaw on the back.
Aw.
And so I
I'm
got like a gym
Slytherin.
bag.
That's funny.
That's all right.
I was like hoping I'd get Ravenclaw or like, you know,
Yeah,
nope,
yeah,
Slytherin. Like it must be my resting bitch face.
yeah. Oh my god, I'm trying to figure out what that had. I had like a famous like favorite song. I can't remember which one it was.
I'm literally trying to find the band I used to listen to, and I
Is it the
cannot.
Marauders? No. And I listened to so many. Oh, the Moaning Myrtles were great.
The Moaning Myrtles.
Yes.
Oh my god, they were awesome.
I just love how passionate people are about it. Like maybe that's one of the reasons that I love that series, just because like it's not just the book; it's been extended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think also like I kind of grew up with it. I was the same age as Harry when it came
Yeah.
out, so as it
Ministry
came
of
out, we grew up.
Magic.
when I was in 3rd grade, our teacher read it to us, the first one. That was like, we'd have half an hour every day right after lunch or whatever, right? I don't know, whenever. And she would read us as much as she could possibly get through in half an hour. And so after that, my mom bought the book for me so I could read it myself. And she wanted to read it because I talked about it so much. And then after that, it was like, we were at every single time the bookstore opened, we would be there with the new one.
Oh yeah, my mom would always get me them. We could always find them at Walmart the day they came out, so she would always go get me the newest one and bring it to me.
We're like a super small town, so
Yeah.
they were always in stock.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So Lauren and I love Harry Potter, but what about you two? Is there anything besides Harry Potter? I mean, not like I'll object to you saying Harry Potter's your favorite, but
Brave New World is my favorite book.
so what's that?
Brave New World, it's a dystopian book written back in the 40s, I believe. It's by Aldous Huxley. A lot of people read it in high school. And so it's about the future, you know, everybody takes like, babies are made in test tubes, no one gets pregnant anymore. Everyone's divided by a class, so you've got alphas and betas and things like that. And so your main character ends up going to what they call like a reservation. It's kind of like an Indian reservation, but it's people from like kind of our time. And they meet John the Savage, and come to find out he's the illegitimate child of someone from their society. So they bring him back, and it's kind of his dealing with this new society and how he doesn't like it. And it's a really interesting book, and I think I've reread it probably 10 times now.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. What are those books called? Like, I want to try to read the Game of Thrones series. I like watched the most recent series, and it was so great that I was like, I need to read
The Song of Ice and Fire series.
Yeah. So I had the first one. I just started reading it.
They're good. They're very detailed, and they're kind
Right.
of,
That's what they're long.
you kind of have to push through.
God.
Yeah.
Like if you ever read, he's like the American Tolkien is what they call him. And so it's a lot of like you'll know exactly what they're wearing, exactly what they're eating, what it tastes like.
Yeah.
I
how
mean,
it was
which is
made.
great for turning it into a cinematic world because, like, you
Yeah.
have the entire thing written out for you. It's not you don't have to
Exactly.
guess and like no, the book specifically says that this is what it was. So
Yeah.
G read those before we started Game of Thrones, the show, and he like the show passed or whatever where he had gotten in the books because he hadn't finished them all yet, and he was like, all right, well this is where I don't know what's going on anymore. So
Yeah.
but yeah, he said they were a lot longer and they just dragged things out.
I know.
It's a lot
yeah.
longer game. You'll see stuff from like the first book show up in the 4th book that it's been building in the background that long, and it's crazy how thought out the plot lines are.
Yeah. I also really like the I've read the first one. I really liked it, but there's a million. The Sword of Truth series. I read
the first one.
Yeah, I read the first one. I really liked it. I was like, I'm gonna read all of them, and there's like 50 of them, and they're all long. I'm like, well,
Oh yeah.
there it goes.
Yeah,
It
I
just
read-
takes
I
me
read the
where to
first
read
one.
the first one, so it's just like, like it's just never. It's good
I
though.
think
when
they're
I
good
go
up
back
to
to it.
like book 6 or 7 is about where they say most people stop, and that's
Oh,
where
really?
it kind of gets weird. Yeah.
Kind of gets weird. Yeah, I do want to get into reading more, but man, it's hard, especially when there's
It
these
is.
long series. Like, because I love getting invested in things, but it's just, whew, so much.
Yeah.
So
Like
much between everything else. Yeah.
I bought the first Wheel of Time book, and there's like 14 of those.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I was like,
I
I
know,
don't want
I
to start this yet.
And I decided I wanted to reread my favorite manga, Fruits Basket. So I'm on like volume 8
Yes.
of 25. So I did it. I brought them all back with me. I went home this summer. I brought them all back with me because I wanted to start rereading because, again, they're very like perspective. Like, it's like when I'm just feeling like shit, or just like when things get too hectic, it brings me back to like, okay, this teaches valuable lessons kind of thing. So
Yeah.
it's the only manga I've ever read, and I love it. Like, I refuse. It's like, I've only read that. I've only watched like Sailor Moon and Hunter x Hunter for animes. They're all amazing. I can't imagine anything to top it. So I just don't want to read anything else. Yeah,
So good.
I know. I need to get
Fiona,
back to
what's your
reading.
favorite book?
I don't have one. I can't. Like, I'm looking at my book. Like, the reason why I'm looking like this way is because I have a bookshelf full of books. I'm trying to think. Like, I
Have
really
you
like
read
Harry
a book?
Potter. Have I read a book? Yes,
I
I've
don't
read
know.
a
Do
book.
they read in Canada?
Yes, we read in Canada. No, I really like Harry Potter. There's one called, let me see. I have to like grab it. because I haven't read it in forever. It's called The Raging Quiet by Cheryl Jordan, which is really good. It was like a book that my mom gave me. It was pretty interesting. Trying to think. Let me see. The last one I read that was super, super good was The Rook by Daniel O'Malley. If you know what that is.
How long ago was that? When did you read it?
Too long ago. Probably like 8 months ago.
I don't think I've read an actual book in like years. So.
Oh no, it's super good. It's about like this girl who she wakes up and she's surrounded by a bunch of bodies, and she has this note saying that her past self was erased, and so she was the new memory, and she was like the new like consciousness in this body. And the person who originally had the body knew this was going to happen. And so it was like this weird thing where you find out that the UK has this, essentially this, what is it? Department specifically for the supernatural. And a bunch of people have different abilities and everything else. But she's still trying to figure out what she has the ability of. And she's finding out that she has powers to be able to understand people's like emotions and be able to see certain things. I'm not going to go into too much detail. I highly recommend it. There is a second book in the series that I have not read yet.
Very nice.
Yeah, but I typically read like manga. I need to catch up on Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
I just finished up Princess Jellyfish.
I just love Fruits Basket as a manga. I always like, what's another manga I can read that's like it, and it's just there's nothing. There's just nothing that's special.
If you like slice of life manga, I would highly suggest like High School Host Club or Princess Jellyfish. Trying to think of what else. Plus, Attack on Titan's phenomenal. I
gotta read the 25 volumes of Fruits Basket first. So.
Oh, Attack on Titan's so good though.
Am I volume 8?
Volume 8?
Yeah, 8.
Nice.
Since like I started like this summer. I was doing really good, and I started moving and like slowed down a lot. Because they don't take long to read. But.
Fair. Echo and Amy. Amy said that her favorite book is The Name of the Wind by Patrick
Rothfuss.
Rothfuss?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Rothfuss.
Amy, I just got a 10th anniversary edition of that book today.
She said that she got it too.
Yeah, I got it for half off, half price. Giffin sent me a 50% off coupon. So I had to go do that before this. I had to go buy more books.
That's really good.
Read all the time in high school. Like I swear that's all I did when I was younger. Like I think in 6th grade I was reading at like a freshman.
So much more time then. Less internet.
Well, yeah, like internet wasn't really like a thing. I mean it was, but it wasn't as prevalent as it is now. And I sure as heck didn't have a cell phone. I wasn't texting people until I was like a sophomore. So even then, what else was I gonna do? Watch Golden Girls again?
My parents were both big readers, and then they didn't let me have. I think all I ever grew up with was a Game Boy. I didn't get a PlayStation until I was in like high school.
See, I didn't have friends that loved games, so I didn't get more like systems.
Yeah, see, I didn't either. It wasn't until really I started dating my husband I got more into it.
Yeah, same here.
Fair.
Yeah, I just had the Nintendo console.
I used to read all the time that, like, what was it called? Catcher in the Rye. Everyone hated that book. See, everyone hates it. I love that book. It's so good.
See, I didn't read it until I was probably like 25, 26, so I think I was in the wrong mindset for it. Like younger people tend to like people who read it when they were younger like it.
I think I read it when I was a sophomore. I even did The Count of Monte Cristo when I was a freshman because like the reading level or whatever that I could pick a book from was in there, and I was like, yeah, sure, I'll read it. That was really good. Oh my god, I was obsessed with it for a while.
Best revenge story.
Right? Oh, so there's a Batman book, like a a novel, called No Man's Land, written by Gary. Oh shit! It's not Gary Whitta, because I always, every time I hear his name, I'm like, is that the guy? No, it's not Gary Whitta. I can't remember his last name.
What's it called?
No Man's Land. It is so good. It's so good. It's probably like top 10 books for me ever. It was really good. Go read it.
Bob Gale.
Wait, who?
Bob Gale?
No.
That's the comic. I'm looking up on Goodreads.
No, that it was a Gary.
Oh, there's a
Gary
Greg
Rucka.
Rucka.
Greg, there we go. Greg Rucka.
It wasn't Gary.
It was a
That's
G.
what I swear.
It was a
wasn't
G,
Gary.
okay? Anyway, that book is really good. So funny thing is, like, Facebook had come out around the time that I had read that, and I Googled him to find out more that he had read, and the second thing besides his Wikipedia that popped up was his Facebook page. So I clicked on it, and I could send him a message. So I sent him a message, and I was like, dude, your books are amazing. I'm like, this guy's never going to get this message. And I was like, your book is amazing. It was so good. I love Batman. I'm such a huge fan of this book. Do you write anything else? Do you plan on writing anything else? Can you write another Batman movie? Can I request that? Or Batman movie, another Batman novel? Because it was amazing. And he actually wrote back to me. I almost died.
Oh my god.
So no, he hasn't written any other Batman books, and he doesn't plan on it, but he really appreciated me reaching out to him.
There you go.
Yeah. This was like before Twitter was a thing.
Right?
So
Yeah.
I wonder if he's on Twitter. I should tweet at him and be like, hey, remember that time you had some creepy message in your Facebook? That was me.
Yeah. Nikki about to write lots of 280 character tweets over here.
So how about books you hate? What I mean, you said you hated Catcher in the Rye. Like, what other books probably that they made you read in high school do you guys hate?
Oh God, I probably erased all their titles out of my head.
Yeah, no kidding.
Tale of Two
I-
Cities. I hated
Tale of Two
Cities.
Cities? I never had to read that one.
It was awful. Cold Sassy Tree was one we had to read. It was awful. I don't even remember what it was about. It was just awful.
We read I don't remember what we read. I know we read Mice and Men, but that was fine. That wasn't like.
Yeah. I remember I used to hate Fahrenheit 451 when I first read it in high school.
Oh,
When I went back and reread it, and now it's one of my favorite books.
I liked it, I think. I don't remember high school. Holy shit. Or anything I learned. I don't even think I completed reading those books. If I did, I just wouldn't like them, and I'm like, this is too advanced for me. I don't give two shit. Let me go back to Harry Potter. Like,
Right?
yeah, I'm not sure if I ever even finished a lot of the books. I just I would Yeah.
The Cliff
what's it
Notes.
called? Yeah, Cliff Notes, Spark Notes of it.
Yeah.
And just do
Skim
that.
through the book.
Yeah, 'cause
I'll
I'm like,
read
I'm not
every
doing
fifth
this.
sentence. I'll know what it is.
Right.
I absolutely hated The Scarlet Letter.
I've never read the Scarlet Letter.
It was
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah.
And the only reason I got through it was because we read it as a class, and each person had to read a paragraph. So we would go around and read the paragraph. So like I had to pay attention. It was awful. It was so freaking boring and just not for me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to-
Crucible was kind of like that too.
Yeah, I haven't read many adult books, I would say, but like, what are those books called? Series of Unfortunate Events. I
Yes.
started reading them, but then I feel like I started not liking them anymore after.
I couldn't get into
them.
them. I tried the first one and it just wasn't me.
And same with Twilight. I started liking it, and then I started hating it.
But the thing with Twilight is as the books came out, you got older and realized how
Yeah.
stupid it was. So they were all out by the time that I had gotten a hold of them. The last one came out right when I finished the third. So I was like, oh yeah, I'll
Gotcha.
finish it and read it. And it was so good. And then the movie started coming out right after that. And I'm like, these are going to be amazing. And like halfway through the first movie, I was like, this was a bad decision.
Yeah, well, I think
What have I wasted my life on?
But like, I remember reading the three, and I liked the three just fine. And it was the fourth one that I was like, that kind of put it on to perspective. Like, this is
Ugh.
stupid. I hated the fourth one so much. I was like, this is so dumb.
And then all of a sudden, that fucking book just goes nerd in like a million different directions.
Yeah, and it just like kind of popped in my head, like, this whole series is dumb. Like, why am I even reading?
I think the
Oh,
movies
no.
finally put it into perspective to me, and I was just like,
Yeah.
this is
I
fucking
didn't really,
awful.
really watch the movies. Yeah, I remember like liking Eclipse a lot. Like the third one's always like my favorite, and then the fourth one came. I was just like, this is a dumb series. Like, why?
I never finished the last one because I hated it so much. Like I love the
Yeah.
series.
I think I powered through it. But
when I first got Twilight, at least in Canada, like Twilight was like on the bottom of the shelf, like no one really paid attention to it. I remember picking it up. I loved the book. Then New Moon came out because I started reading it, I think a month after it came out. So I think in 2008. So
Yeah.
like it wasn't too popular. And then what is it? New Moon came out, and then Eclipse. And then I remember when Breaking Dawn came out, and I was so excited about it. Like, I worked at a summer camp that summer. I had it. I was super pumped. I read it. Like, I read halfway through, and I'm like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever read.
Yeah.
Amy knows what's up in chat. She says, I will not go near 50 Shades of Grey, given it's based on Twilight fan fiction. I bought 50 Shades of Grey just because I heard from somebody that, ooh, it's a naughty book. I'm like, okay, I'll get it because I want to see what this is about, like girl porn or whatever, right? And I started reading it, got through the first chapter. I was like, well, this is fucking boring. Skipped ahead to the part where they first bang. And then I was like, well, that was good. Okay. Like, I don't need to read this anymore.
Back to the show.
Stuff. Yeah. It's like I fast forwarded through the crap part of the book to the good part, and then I was like, we're done. That was all.
Yeah.
I feel myself compelled to watch the movies though, just because like they're so bad, but why not?
Yeah. And go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, no. I was just going to say a YouTuber I watch had a reaction video for it. And I was just like, what the fuck is this movie? And it's just like 50 Shades, like the newest one that just came out. I don't know what even it's called. Like 50
Darker?
Like Darkest? Like, I don't know. Let me see.
I think it's 50 Shades, 50 Shades Darker and then 50 Shades
Freed.
Freed, yeah. I was like,
oh, 50 Shades Freed. That's what it is. And then it was just like, oh, and then they get married, and then all this shit happens where he's just like, I bought you a house, and it's like this mansion, and I'm like, what is this movie? It's just like, oh, I'm going to take you on a date, and we're going into a private jet. And I'm like, in what universe does this happen? And I'm like, and then she starts getting in an argument with the person who's creating the guy that she used to work with is like stalking her or something, and she's like, what do you want? And like,
oh my God.
So the last movie, I think it was like, I don't know, something that Christian was getting mad at, and now there's somebody that's flirting with Christian in this movie that she's getting mad at, and then there's like he had a psycho last movie, and now she's got a psycho this movie. It's dumb. So.
I have somehow managed to not cross paths with this stupid series and movies at all. Like, I don't even know what they're about, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not.
Damien in chat says, LOL, 50 Shades is taboo.
Oh my God. I think I don't think I've ever read any adult books. I just read preteen stuff. But
okay, so I used to read Jackie Collins books when I was younger because I thought they were like, those were some adult books and they were good. Yeah.
I also think it's just because I haven't really read since I was in high school. But so that's like all I like remember. But I really love the series. Don't ask me what they're about. I don't even remember at this point, but I know I like them. They're called like Blues for Nightmares. Have you guys heard of this series at all? It's about some girl who's like in Wicca, like Wicca, like candles and all this stuff. Like
that's what Wicca is. Wicca's candles.
And shit goes down like in like this, I think, school that boarding school. I don't know. I really like the series, but I just remembered about this too. I want to read it. But again, this is my preteen list of of books, because I don't think I've ever read like an adult book.
So I've never read anything on a Kindle until I bought the Kindle that I've got right now, like this last year, and it gave me 5 free downloads. And the first one that I downloaded was Harry Potter because it was one of the choices for free.
Nice. Yeah.
I was like, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone for free. I'm like, for free? I'll take it. Yeah. So I tried.
Yeah, I have the first one on Kindle. I have them all on audiobook, and I have all of them in book form, obviously, and I would like to get them all in ebook, so like on my planes and stuff, I can read them.
So I think that's one of the things that got G into listening to podcasts was he had Harry Potter on audiobook. I think he only had one of the books though, but I know he used to listen to that like right after high school or something.
Nice. I got them all like through my friend's dad, so like I got like all of them for free. It's super nice. But and so
I have a whole set. It's not even.
Nice.
A whole set that's not even opened. It's still shrink wrapped. That's from like my future kids.
Is that like the collector's edition?
It is. All the spines line up and make a picture of Hogwarts.
Nice.
Oh yeah, I want that. Yeah, I want that one too.
G and I had our own sets when we were
Yeah.
younger, and like each of us had a certain one that had been like something was torn in it or it was paperback or whatever, so we got to combine our collections.
Yeah.
Nice.
So like
That was
my dad at his house has got a random like paperback number 1, a ripped number 3, and a paperback number 7 or something like that. And then like the same happened at G's house. Like
Yeah.
they left over with these random editions.
Yeah, I have all the hardbacks. Like, yeah, my first and second one, the covers have gone missing. I have no idea where they're at. So it's just like 2 coverless first and second Harry Potters, and the rest are nice. But those are the 2 I've read the most, because I always start with them, and I take off the cover because they're in my way. And who knows where I
That's what my
place them.
sister did. She like got rid of all of my covers because she'd be like, "Oh, I want to read them," because she read them after me, and she would take the dust covers off, and then she would lose them, and then I'm like, "What?"
Yep.
Oh my god!
I
And
had
then
somebody borrow my book and then rip my desk cover, and I'm like, okay.
Well, see, I'm always afraid of that too, so I take it off. I'm like, just, you stay in perfect condition.
Well, she said that she would take care of it, and I believed her, and she did not. So from here, like there on out, I was like, if you borrow my book, you're in charge of replacing it if anything happens. I don't
Yeah.
care. A drop of coffee, a drop of water. If your boyfriend made you cry and you cried on my book, you're buying me a new book. It either comes to me no less than perfect condition. I don't even want a page like turn.
Yeah.
Like I just
No.
yeah.
Dude, I just refound my Kindle. I had lost it for like a year. And then when I was moving and packing, packing up all my shit from my old place, I found it. So I actually need to start reading, because I really loved reading on the Kindle. That's where I read Sword of Truth. That's an adult book, isn't it? See, I've read an adult book.
Yeah.
what is it?
Sword of Truth. So I
Sword
read
of
all
Truth.
of that on there. Yeah, that's totally adult.
I used to read
one
books
for
like an
me,
adult
one
book.
for-
I read Peyton Place when I was like 6th grade.
Yeah, but anyway, the story was that I need to like charge it, and now I have it, because it's like underneath like old papers from like 2015, like in a drawer I did not expect it to be in, like buried. I'm so excited to find it. I was about to buy a new one, even though I don't read much. I just like the idea that I can digitally read them.
Yeah, I think I own 2 Kindles and I never use them. I prefer having physical.
Yeah, no, I love the physical too. It's just when I travel, because I have to go home to Kentucky, so they're really nice for like the plane.
Yeah.
I would
And
love
everything
physical,
else.
and I used to love physical, but God, we had so many books, and they took up so many bookshelves, and I just don't have enough bookshelves for all of our movies, games, and books. And like
Yeah.
now with the kid, it's like, well, it's easier to just carry the Kindle so that I have a book or 2. She's got some movies, like there's some games on it too. Like it's just Kindle's just so convenient.
It really is.
And for the price, oh my God, you cannot beat like $80 for a tablet that's really good.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah, I have like the first like Kindle, just the touch. Like, I don't even know what they're called. Just, I want a new one though. The paper whites seem fun.
I got the
Mhm.
Kindle Fire on the Amazon Prime Day this year.
Nice.
So yeah, where are the books that I got for free? I got some stupid books. Cause like I don't know, there weren't any like real good ones. I got some for Quinn, so I got like Winnie the Pooh, and I got a Deadpool comic, and I got Animal Farm from George Orwell because I remember it was pretty good.
Oh, right.
in
Yeah,
high
I need
school.
to reread
Animal
that
Farm's
one.
good.
Yeah,
Oh, what's that?
and then I got some like fairy tale book called Fairest of Them All, and then I got some stupid book called Act of Contrition, and then Harry
Yeah.
Potter. I
Right,
did
yeah.
though. I did buy Chrissy Teigen's cookbook on here.
Oh, nice.
I love Chrissy Teigen. She's amazing.
He's adorable.
Okay. So we've been at this for a while. I think we've hit our time. Unless anyone has any book related things to talk about.
The first thing it shows me is
Dead battery.
Dead battery.
Dead battery. Oh, it's upside down. Oh, I miss my Kindle. Oh, I'm gonna read all the books now. I swear.
God.
Ugh.
Yeah, okay. Next podcast it'll be covered in dust.
I know. It's fine.
All right. Lauren, where can we find you on the internet?
Oh, don't ask me that question. It's different everywhere. Just go to Twitter and type in Beasley tweets. So you can do that. Oh, on December 9th, 6th,
Yes.
9th.
9th.
Is
PSX?
9th, I will be. Oh, is it?
Yeah, December 9th.
Oh,
The 8th and
shit.
9th, that's PSX.
Well, I guess it's not
Is it a
that day
Saturday?
anymore. Yeah.
So you mean either the 2nd or something else?
Okay. New plan.
Yeah, because your ass better be at PSX.
Yeah. Maybe
Yeah.
December 2nd. I'll do my extra live stream. Twitch.tv/Beasley Plays. Yeah, because Fiona was doing hers the 16th, so I was like, oh, so yours mine the weekend before. Nikki's shooting that down. Shot that one down.
I'm sorry that Shuhei Yoshida shut that down for you.
I know, and it's not even gonna do a fucking good PSX. I'm so pissed about it. I'm like, great. I'm glad I paid more money for less.
I have a question. Why is everyone hating on it this year?
So the conference usually happens, the keynote speech usually happens at like 10 a.m. on Saturday.
Sure.
Well, people that bought their tickets are expecting to go to the keynote on Saturday. It's the whole reason to go is to go be live at the keynote. They're doing the keynote at 8 p.m. on Friday now.
For
early bird tickets only. Yeah, so they didn't tell us that. So everyone that was excited to go can't go now because only the early birds are allowed. And they can't go anyway because, like, I wonder how many of those early bird people bought plane tickets for Friday night and won't even be able to go to the conference.
Exactly. It's just like, I couldn't do early birds. I'm like, I'm working and I just want to do, I'm like, the keynote's on Saturday anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like, that's what I like. And it said like early bird gets like a special show kind of thing. But I was like,
that's like a party.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh, just like, that's fine. It's not the keynote, like, or like whatever.
The keynote is not a special thing. The keynote is the event.
Yeah. So I hate that they're like, oh yeah, right now they're telling us like 2 weeks before. I'm like, I don't even know what PSX is now. Like we just stand in line and play game. I'm so annoyed by it.
And then we had to like rearrange all of our community stuff because we had something going on Friday night that we can't do now because the keynote's gone. So
I'm so fucking pissed off.
Oh.
Yeah, that was so rant. So Beasley Place is my Twitch. So that's Extra Life. I guess I maybe do it on the second now.
Just go follow her on Twitter and you'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's fine. Just follow me on Twitter. It'll be fine.
Fiona, where can we find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter at Zoranix. You can find me on Twitch, where I typically am regularly throughout the week, at twitch.tv/Zoranix, which is ZURANIIX. And on Instagram, on Facebook, I'm just my name, which is Fiona McKinnon. That's it.
Yeah, there you go.
Erin, where can we find you on the internet?
Okay. Twitter is at NIN. It's NINurse. And then the Bookstagram is literary.lunacy. I also have a regular NINurse. So you can usually find me under that one.
Awesome. You can find me at Harley Quinn 103 on Twitter, Instagram, PlayStation Network, all of those out there because mine's always available. You can find us at Lipstick Nerds on Twitter. We are on Podbean and iTunes, as well as YouTube, where you might be watching this right now. So hi, everybody in chat. Thanks for joining along. We'll be back next time, and I don't know when that is because we're not good with schedules. So. All right. Thanks for joining us, Erin. We appreciate it. Ladies, we'll see you later. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.